Hello students, today we'll discuss net or resultant force. But students, before starting this class, I would like to remind you that in previous classes we have discussed the different type of forces, that means contact force and non-contact force. One by one each type of forces we have discussed in detail. But now the student, today we will discuss the net or the resultant force. Students, the net force, actually it depends on two factors, and the factor number one is, that is how strong the forces are. One. Second factor on which it depends is the direction of forces. On these two factors it depends. Now students, we will discuss the net force. Actually students, we can define net force as the combination of all the forces acting on an object is called net force. And net force we can categorize, students, in two classes. That is, one we can say is balanced force and another is unbalanced force. So now we'll discuss what this balanced force is and what this unbalanced force is. And this one will define for direction. Now we can define, students, balanced forces. The two or more forces are said to be balanced if their effects cancel each other and they do not cause change in motion, speed or direction. That will be said as balanced force, student. And next is unbalanced force. Unbalanced force. Students, if the effect do not cancel each other, one is stronger than the other. So the force or the resultant forces are said as unbalanced force. Okay students, so if unbalanced force, if the effect do not cancel each other, that means if one force acting on the object is stronger than the other, so in that case student, the resultant force or the net force will be said as unbalanced force. Now we will discuss, student, about the net force one more thing, and that is, when two forces act in the same direction. Suppose student, one force F1 and another force is there also on this object, that is F2. Both are acting acting in the same direction and on the same object, then in this case, student, the resultant force, the final force, will be the sum of both the forces, or as many as forces will be there. So the resultant force or the net force, when both the forces or more than one forces is acting in the same direction, in that case the resultant force will be the sum of all the forces. And student, if the two forces are acting on the same object, one force is acting in this direction and second force, F1 is acting in this direction and F2 is acting in opposite direction, in that case student, that means in the case of opposite direction, the resultant force, student, the net force will be the difference of their forces. That is the differences of the forces. And here the greater force. Suppose this one is more stronger. So the net force will be equal to F1 minus F2, students. Now students will discuss friction. What is friction, students? Friction is a force that always opposes the motion between the two surfaces in contact with each other, and also depends on the nature of surface in contact. Also depend on the nature of surface in contact, which type of surface it is having, whether it is rough or smooth. And now we'll discuss the causes of friction also. Students, cause of friction. So friction actually is caused by the interlocking of the irregularities of the surface of the object which are in contact with each other. So these, students, you can say causes of the friction. See student, it depends, as we have discussed, it depends on the nature of the surfaces in contact. So if one object is this one, here see student, this is the surface and it has been, this structure is the surface of one object which actually has been with the help of some magnifying glass, this picture has been taken. So suppose we will see the surface of the object. Suppose we will see the surface of the object and the surface with the help of some microscope. So in that case, students, the object whose surface is looking smooth, but if you see it with the help of some microscope, so it will look like this. So these up and down, this rough structure, students, are known as irregularities. And another object, students, suppose just above it another object is there, so its surface also will be up and down, that is not smooth. So here, student, what is happening? Suppose this is another object. This is object 1, this is object 2. So in this case, student, what will happen? Here, this object is having irregularities also. The surface of the lower object is also having irregularities. So both the irregularities, when it moves on the surface of one another, so what happens at that time, students? These irregularities get interlocked. And this interlocking of irregularities, students, is the cause of friction. Because of this, the friction is causal. And students, after this, we'll discuss for today till here only, but in the next video we'll discuss the various types of friction. Friction and the type of friction, these have been categorized into three types, students. These are static, sliding and rolling. So three type of, it has been categorized into three types of friction, students. These are static friction, sliding friction and rolling friction. So about this we will discuss in our next video, student. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and stay safe, stay healthy.